Welcome to Kinsmen Field, North Vancouver for L1BC Women's Division action as your hosts, Altitude FC, take on Nautsa'mawt FC in a repeat from the game that these two teams played up at UBC campus on Saturday afternoon. We will get to that one shortly. For now, I will give you the starting lineup for both of these sides. In goal for Nautsa'mawt, wearing number 1 is Dakota Beckett. The rest of the Nautsa'mawt lineup in numerical order: number 3, Mia Panti; number 4, Sophia Ferreira; number 6, Andrea Kreitzer; number 7, Vanessa Tomei; number 8, Emma Houghton; number 9, Danielle Steer; number 13, Jade Taylor-Ryan; number 19, Kat Toney; number 21, Jacqueline Tyrer; and number 44, Olivia Ahern. For Altitude FC, in goal wearing the number 30, Sarah Lewin; number 4, Lauren Gray; number 5, Holly Tarvis; number 6, wearing the captain's armband, Eva Rodriguez; number 7, Tanis McKay; number 10, Luli McFarlane; number 11, Aurora Hughes-Goyette; number 15, Avery Tulloch; number 19, Maya Morel; number 23, Billy Shostak; and number 24, Jade Mitchell. Both these teams making 4 changes from the sides that started Saturday's battle at Thunderbird Stadium. That one ended in a 1-1 draw. Altitude probably surprising many by going to do what many have failed to do before them, going to Thunderbird and taking a point on enemy territory against Nautsa'mawt FC. Kat Toney's 10th goal of the season gave Nautsa'mawt a 16th minute lead in that one, chesting down a Jacqueline Tyrer cross with a neat finish past Sarah Lowen. Nautsa'mawt could have added to their tally before the half ended and at the start of the second, but Altitude held firm and then took the game to Nautsa'mawt, equalising in the 76th minute. Maya Morel playing a wonderful through ball to Ali Hughes-Goyette, and she tucked it away past Laura Beltman. Selena Ali also nearly won it for Altitude late on. She was in on goal, but a great stop by Bellman to deny her, and both teams had to settle for a point. You know that's going to have made Jesse Simons out to try and avenge that and take the 3 points here as he battles for first place and home field advantage in the semi-finals and the playoffs. For Altitude, they are battling it out for that 4th and final playoff spot, you would have to say. But there's still a lot of football to be played, so if they can string some more wins together, they could certainly be testing the top teams in the division. And it's Altitude who get the game underway here, kicking from left to right in this first half, wearing the light blue tops with the black shorts. Nautsa'mawt in the all yellow jerseys with the blue trim and numbers. There should be some battle here at Kinsmen in a beautiful Wednesday evening in North Vancouver. And it's Altitude straight off taking the game to Nautsa'mawt, winning a throw-in midway in the Nautsa'mawt half. Nautsa'mawt another throw-in, played long, looking to get flicked on by Hughes-Goyette. She tried to play that. So it was Morel flicking that forward, trying to play it forward to Hughes-Goyette. Very strong Nautsa'mawt lineup for this one, as you would expect from Jesse Simon's stacked side. It's all Altitude in the early going here. Nice ball into the box, looking for Hughes-Goyette. Handled well though by Nautsa'mawt. They can't get the danger fully cleared though, and Mitchell plays that one out wide. It's forced back, and Tulloch in turn has to play it back. Tulloch gets it back now into Rodriguez. Little touch and step inside. Altitude holding on to the ball. Picked off though by Sophia Ferreira. Now Nautsa'mawt will get their first chance to launch any attack in this game. And that is well won back there by Altitude. Great hustle there from Luli McFarlane. She got the only goal of the game in the last home game here, a 1-0 win against Harbourside, but now it's Nautsa'mawt trying to get their first attack launched. Morel, she's one of the 4 changes to the starting lineup for Fally and she plays a dangerous ball through, forcing Dakota Beckett to be quick off her line there as Jade Mitchell was bearing her on goal. And that ball will just run through to Sarah Lewin in the Altitude goal. And Altitude building this one out off the back. You wonder what both these sides learned about each other in that first game at the weekend. Altitude certainly came on strong in the later going there. As I mentioned at the top, unlucky not to come away with all 3 points when Selena Ali was through on goal. They'll be looking to build on that here this Wednesday evening. Very hot conditions. Morel wins that one back. She's got Hughes Goyette outside, just slightly overruns that though. And Ferreira with a big boot in there, clearing the danger for now for Nautsa'mawt. Mia Morel, one of the difference makers that came off the bench for Altitude at the weekend, getting the assist, her first assist of the season on that Hughes Goyette goal. And it's Morel again on the ball. She's been involved a lot in the early going here. And Altitude can't keep that one alive, and it's going to take a little bit of pressure now off that Nautsa'mawt defence. Only temporarily though, as Altitude's hustle and press wins that one back. But now Nautsa'mawt have a chance to break. But again, closed down very quickly there by Eva Rodriguez, the captain for Altitude. The referee calling for a injury attention here. I think that's Kat Tolnay that's down for Nautsa'mawt. Man in the middle for this one is Denzel Sharma. First assistant referee, Young Bahadur Kandola. Second assistant referee, Samuel Stewart. The fourth official for this one is Laura Rincon. The stoppage will give both teams a chance to regroup, reassess the opening 5 minutes here. Very hot conditions out there. I think it's up around 26, 27 as I was driving in for this one. There is a little bit of a breeze which the players will be very grateful for. But Altitude's going to take this opportunity to get some water on already. Being out for taking the photos when the teams come out, I can testify how hot it is down on the pitch. Thankfully under the shade here at Kinsmen, as the trainer's still on for Nautsa'mawt. That looks like it's going to be the last of the action as well. This is going to be worrying for Jesse Simons, not just for the rest of this League One campaign, but also for his Canada West campaign that's going to get underway at the end of August. Sophie Damien coming on as the sub. 7 minutes in to this one for Nautsa'mawt. And it is Kat Tolnay that is making way, the leading scorer, not just for Altitude, but also leading the Golden Boot race in League 1 BC. 10 goals to her credit so far. Also the joint leading scorer or assister on Nautsa'mawt with 2, and everyone at Nautsa'mawt, everyone at UBC, Jessie Simons, will be hopeful that that injury is not as bad as it looked there. But she was unable to put any pressure on her left leg there. So we'll try and get an update on that during the game. As Nautsa'mawt though gets straight back into the action. Tyra now lofts a lovely one to the back of the box, reaches Vanessa Tomei. Lewin out to have to deal with that, poking it off the head of Danielle Steer. But it takes the final touch off the Nautsa'mawt player, and it's going to be out for a goal kick for Altitude. Danielle Steer coming back to Canada after signing her first pro contract in the Liberty A League down in Australia. Leaving UBC as their all-time points leader after an absolutely fantastic 5-year career with the Thunderbirds. Ali Hughes-Goyette now looking for the pass. She's deeper than we usually see her. Has to play it off to Eva Rodriguez. She nearly gets her pocket picked by Sophie Damien. But Rodriguez keeping on with the hustle. Still Rodriguez has the ball. And she's forced to play it back in the end to Holly Tarvis, who in turn will play it back to Sarah Lewin. That clearance all just picked off at the midfield mark by Nautsa'mawt, but they can't control that, and that will roll out for an Altitude throw-in midway in their own half here.
Let's go there, guys! Let's go!
Nautsa'mawt now with a chance to launch one forward from just inside their own half. And this was played forward here for Tomei. She brings it down. She could do with a bit more support. Forced back really well there by Hughes-Goyette. Now with Ferreira. She lofts a beautiful one into the box. Only onto an Altitude head though, but they can't fully clear the danger. And Tulloch back really well to mop that up. Play it back to her keeper, and Lewin sends that one high up the field. Only to a Nautsa'mawt boot, who placed this one forward to Steer. Nice little touch inside by Steer, but well cleared by Altitude to get the danger away from their final third for now. You do feel though it's going to come straight back at them pretty quickly here, as Nautsa'mawt starting to find their rhythm and their groove. That's a long ball forward. Not really much that Damien could do to chase that one down. That's going to run through to Lewin. And Altitude now will build this one out from the back. Morel inside to Rodriguez. Back to Morel. And Tulloch will play that back to Gray, and she'll try and build it up now. The left side, playing it out there to Billy Shostak. It's one back though by Nautsa'mawt, and they've got numbers forward here, and Tomei has got acres of room. Really need Hughes-Goyette to try and get down. Instead, Damien tries the shot. Seemed to get a kick on her foot as she took the shot as well, and comes away limping from that one. Nautsa'mawt won't want to make another substitution in the early going here. Sophie Damien has one more year left with UBC. Graduated, had her seniors night last year, but has come back for one more year of soccer with the Thunderbirds. Looking forward to seeing her back during the Canada West season. But it's Nautsa'mawt now, with a corner here on the left hand side. It's played out to Damien, who tries to loft that one in, but it just finds a Nautsa'mawt head. Cleared though only as far as Damien again. Damien has a look and goal, can't really get any power in that, and that one will run comfortably through into the arms of Lewin. Taylor Ryan not allowing Altitude to easily get this one out from the back. And a high press here from Nautsa'mawt, forcing Altitude just to clear that one anywhere, you kind of feel, and it's well won by Hughes-Goyette. Ball was out though, and it's going to be a Nautsa'mawt throw-in. 12 minutes on the clock here. Still goalless at Kinsmen Field. Very entertaining, fast-paced game so far. No real clear-cut goal-scoring opportunities though for either side. Cannot see that lasting for too long, the talent that is out on that pitch this afternoon. Send it forward now to Tomei. She takes a turn. She's forced back though by Hughes Goyette. Again, good pressure by Altitude. Both teams doing the high press and the pressure game very effectively in the early going here. Now it is a foot race that Jade Mitchell tries to get the better of it. Now Mitchell does get it back. And a touch and a turn. She plays it inside, but there's nobody in the middle there for Altitude. That was great play by Jade Mitchell to get that one sent in. But now it's Nautsa'mawt that will bring this out through Tomei. She tries to play that through for Jade Taylor-Ryan to run onto. Just too much on that. Couldn't be brought down by the young UBC starlet. Player I've certainly identified as one to watch for the upcoming Canada West season. Taylor-Ryan. Sorry, Taylor-Ryan, 8 goals and 1 assist in her 16 appearances so far. You expect her to get a lot more playing time for UBC this coming college season with Danielle Steer and some others moving on. And Hughes Goyette there. Fantastic pressure play to stop Ferreira setting that up the field. We know what a fantastic delivery Ferreira's got. And Hughes Goyette has been an absolute beast out there in the early part of this one. Nautsa'mawt forced to play this one back to Beckett. And that long ball forward, won by Altitude, but picked back up. Taylor-Ryan with a nice little chip forward for Tomei to try and close down. Tarvis does well to win that. And the flag is up for offside. I had a horrible feeling when I heard the whistle there that the referee was about to point to the spot. But the flag was up for offside there. You wonder if this fast-paced action will continue as the heat starts to take its toll to the players out there. Pretty sure both teams will go to their benches in full for this one. Both teams have some key pieces on those benches as well. Ali Hughes Goyette on it for Altitude. But it's Nautsa'mawt now, making another attack forward here. Tries to get that cross in, just finds an Altitude foot, and it's going to be out for the first corner of the afternoon. And it's going to go to Nautsa'mawt here in the 16th minute at Kinsmen.
One each, we need one more in the back. 3. 7. Yeah.
First base. Make sure nothing back post.
Hooten sends that dangerous one into the near post, but it's well cleared by the home side. Only as far though as Damien. She's so good at mopping up these loose balls in and around the box, and she plays a beautiful one in there to Taylor-Ryan. Flag is up for offside, and Taylor-Ryan just could not fully connect on that. Batone going off injured. A lot is going to be now expected of Taylor-Ryan for this match, and you have to wonder for potentially the rest of the League 1BC season. We will try and get an update on Katsone's injury at half time.
Let's go!
As Lewin sends a long one forward. It's chested down by McFarlane. Couldn't fully control that though, and it's picked back up by Nautsa'mawt. They move over to the left, looking for Tomei, and it actually runs through to her. Thought it had been cut out there by McKay, but couldn't fully connect with it. Then Ferreira sends a beautifully one forward. It's chipped forward, and it's nearly tucked home, but the flag up again on Nautsa'mawt. Steer just sending that one inches past the left post. doing so well to get on an absolutely beautiful ball forward there from Sofia Ferreira. Now it should breathe another sigh of relief. That's 3 times in the last couple of minutes that Nautsa'mawt have been caught offside. Altitude living very dangerously at the moment. Nautsa'mawt certainly looking the better of the two teams and the more likely to break the deadlock here. McKay now. She's got room ahead of her, and she's also got Mitchell ahead of her. Mitchell under pressure there from Houghton. The ball kicked out though for a throw-in to Altitude deep in the Nautsa'mawt half here. McKay will send that one forward. Takes a touch though out for, I think, another throw-in. Our angle from the commentary booth not absolutely fantastic, but it does look like McKay has another chance to get a throw-in going here for Nautsa'mawt. Sorry, for Altitude, but it's Nautsa'mawt that break that up well, but they can't fully clear it up, and Morel, her hustling, bustling style, wins that one back superbly. She hits the byline, sends a dangerous one into the box. It's cleared though by the visitors. An important foot on that one with a couple of Altitude players waiting to pounce. Okay, another throw in. Sends that one forward to Mitchell. This time she can't control it and it runs out, and Nautsa'mawt are going to get a chance to take the pressure off their backline a little bit with a throw in midway in their own half. They're quickly onto it. The short passing game for them though is finding them under a pressure a lot here from Altitude. Both teams going with a high press situation to good effect so far, you have to say. A Steer battling away in the middle of the park. She wins it back here. Danielle Steer tries to blast one. Takes a bounce though off Holly Tarvis. And Nautsa'mawt misplay the rebound, and it's going to go out for an Altitude throw-in midway in their half now, as we're approaching the 20-minute mark. Neither side really had a shot in anger. Neither goalkeeper really had a save to make so far. There was the one long ranger from Damien that didn't really have any power on it. Shostak sends that one forward. Little bit too much on that for Hughes Goyette to close down, and that will just run through to Dakota Beckett in the Nautsa'mawt goal. Shostak playing that left back position. We've seen her a lot more advanced this season, but she's certainly got the pace to get up and down that left hand side, and you have to think that's why Fally Bass has her there. A lot is going to be asked of her defensively though as well, and she does well to poke that one off the Nautsa'mawt player, and it's going to be a throw-in, or is it going to be a free kick? The 1-0 draw up at Thunderbird Stadium on Saturday is the lowest scoring game for Nautsa'mawt this season. They've yet to be kept off the score sheet. They've been banging the goals in some of the other matches, so that shows you what a fantastic display that was. And now McFarlane breaking forward here for Altitude. Tries the shot at the near post, but that's easily dealt with by Beckett. I think McFarlane was just running out of room there and just had to try and get that shot off, hoping to maybe win a corner or a goalkeeping error there. But Beckett is not often going to be beaten from a tight angle like that. But that defensive display from Altitude on Saturday was fantastic, and then in the later going they really took the game to Nautsa'mawt, put them under pressure, which we haven't seen a lot of from teams this season. And again, absolutely fantastic hustle there by Hughes Goyette. Aurora still on the ball. Supposed to play that one back, but closed down very quickly there was Tarvis by Taylor Ryan. She gets that one up for Mitchell, and she's in a foot race here with Ferreira and just commits a foul in the process on the Nautsa'mawt centre-back. He goes down in a heap and seemingly in a little bit of pain out there. She's another such a key player for Jesse Simons on this Nautsa'mawt team, and also with his UBC side. He's already lost Kat Toney, hopefully not to too serious an injury, as both teams will use this as an opportunity to have a water break. Midway through the first half, still goalless here at Kinsmen. Hopefully nothing too serious for Sofia Ferreira, the 19-year-old. Just 2 years under her belt at UBC, but that belies the maturity and the experience that you get in her performances. 35 games played for UBC, 1 goal, but an incredible 12 assists. She's often on set piece duty for UBC, sending in lots of corner kicks, lots of free kicks, and her deliveries are fantastic. Player that came into the spotlight as well. She was called up by the Portuguese under-23 team this past April. Made her international debut against England and also played against Sweden as well. So a very bright future ahead for Ferreira, who doesn't seem to be too much worse for there, thankfully, from that one. And it's going to be a free kick for Nautsa'mawt as the 24-minute mark comes up here. Spoke about Nautsa'mawt's goal scoring prowess. 15 different goal scorers for the side this season, an incredible feat. 12 players have also contributed assists. The 2 players though that do lead the way in scoring for Nautsa'mawt, Kat Toney on 10, Jenna Baxter on 4. Baxter not on the bench today, Toney already off injured, so that's going to be promising, you would have to feel, from an altitude point of view. But there are goals throughout this team, and one of them, Taylor Ryan there, sending that one forward, looking for Tomei. Just has too much on that, and that will run through to Lewin. Seven different players have found the back of the net so far this year for altitude. Charlotte Ring and Ali Hughes-Goyette, the 2 leading scorers with 2 goals apiece. Ring still out injured at the moment after rolling her ankle. Ali Hughes-Goyette is on the bench and available to Fally Bass. As that long ball forward for Tomei to close down, and Gray had to get an important foot to that. Ferreira though picks up the loose ball, plays it out to Steer. An uncharacteristically heavy first touch there from Steer. And Ferreira doing so well to win that. A good battle there between Ferreira and Hughes-Goyette. But it comes off the Nautsa'mawt player, and it's going to be a throw-in for altitude midway now in their own half. McKay plays that forward. Morel, heavy first touch picked off by Damien. Tries to knock it to the outside pass. McKay does well, hits the byline, sends a dangerous one in. It's parried by Lewin. Taylor Ryan can get a clear shot in, but the rebound falls to Taylor Ryan, who flashes one just wide there for Nautsa'mawt. A great chance there for the Point Grey base side to open the deadlock, break the deadlock, open the scoring I should say. Taylor Ryan had a couple of looks on goal in the early going here, hasn't managed to bring a save though out of Sarah Lewin. But some good work and some good hustle from Damien to get that going and hit the byline, get that cross in.
Next.
Like Nautsa'mawt, altitude have scored in every game that they've played this season. They have kept 2 clean sheets as well. Nautsa'mawt also with 2 clean sheets to their name. As she's going battling away in the middle of the park. She has been outstanding in the first 27 minutes and so of this one. But it's Nautsa'mawt that have looked the most dangerous after that early spell of pressure from altitude. Oh, bouncing cleared well there. Only as far as Ferreira. Damien, nice little give back there to Ferreira. She's got room ahead of her. Ends up playing it back though to Damien. Damien, lovely ball in. Just actually not as lovely as I thought when it left her foot there. Didn't have the usual direction that we see from Sophie Damien there. Damien, the 5'3" midfielder, already has 2 goals to her credit this season.
Step, guys, step! Go, Jake, go, go! Go! That's it, now, closer!
Steer trying to play that one inside, battling away with McKay and bundling her over in the process. That's going to be a free kick to altitude. We certainly know all about Danielle Steer's physicality from watching her these past 5 seasons in Canada West with UBC. Such a hard player to go up against. Can play so many of the front positions as well. Now is taking up kind of a role here on the left side as she tries to play that one through for Taylor Ryan. She is in a foot race though with Tarvis, who just has to play the ball out there. It's going to be a throw into Nautsa'mawt deep in the altitude half here. It's going to be Sophia Ferreira over to take this one. So good with the long throws, and that's what it looks like she's going to deliver into the altitude box here. Ferreira can't get it past McKay though, and a heavy touch as the ball comes back to her, allowing actually Shoes-Goyette to close that one down. And an important foot gets that one away for altitude. Nautsa'mawt though managed to mop it up. Ferreira under more pressure again there from Hughes-Goyette. Great hustling there from Aurora. The UNB Red, such an influential player here. Under pressure though from 2 Nautsa'mawt players, and it's going to go the way of altitude. Hughes-Goyette looking a little winded, probably from all the running she's done though as well, and the hot conditions out there certainly making it tough for any of the players. McKay into Hughes-Goyette. She lets that one run away with her, but it's picked up by Tulloch, who played it forward to Mitchell. Again, the physicality from Nautsa'mawt seen there with a little clip on the heels of Mitchell by Ferreira. This is going to give altitude a chance now to launch one into the box. We haven't seen them much as an attacking force since the early part of this game, but they have got players that can certainly get onto one of these free kicks, as Avery Tulloch stands over this one, and she's going to send this deep into the back of the Nautsa'mawt box.
Let's follow, Jake, be ready! Let's go!
Tulloch sends this one into the box. It's bouncing around and it's cleared temporarily by Nautsa'mawt, but a hand there on the altitude player, and it's going to be a free kick to the visitors in their own box. The danger coming to nothing here for the North Shore side. Kreutzer playing that one back. Such an influential player for the Whitecaps last year in their march to the L1BC Championship. Headed off to college now and has been picked up for this season by Jesse Simons and his Nautsa'mawt side. One of the many of the good recruits on top of his UBC stalwarts. As this is played into one of those Thunderbird players. Tomei, she plays that one back to Tyra, who can't get a clear shot off. She's forced to play that back to Ferreira, who plays an up and under there for Tomei. Lewin had to be quick to get a punch to that. She did well to do it, and now it's a chance here for Rodriguez to bring this one out for Altitude. Rodriguez looking for Morel there, but well anticipated and cut out by Ferreira, who plays it inside to Damien. Little give and go there with Damien with Jade Taylor-Ryan. Holly Tarvis gets it out to Luli McFarlane, that just wants to get that danger up the field and away from the final third of Altitude, but you feel it's going to come straight back in as Tyra plays a long one forward, falls nicely to Damien, a little touch inside. Ball is loose, but it's going to be picked up here by who else? Hughes Goyette. She has been all over the pitch for Altitude in the first half here. Some shift she has put in. Shostak now can't control that one, lets it run over her foot, and it's going to be out for a Nautsa'mawt throw in just inside their own half. Ahern plays that forward looking for Damien. Seemed to, I think, take a touch of a hand on the way through. In fact, it's going to actually be given as a drop ball. Came off the keeper there. Tillich battling it out there with Kreitzer, but it's Nautsa'mawt that win that one. McFarlane though, good hustle from her to win that back, and now it's a chance here for Altitude to break. Morel forced to turn back, not a lot of options for her, but she finds one now in Rodriguez. Rodriguez plays that through, looking for Mitchell, takes a touch off the Nautsa'mawt player, and it's cleared to Steer. She takes a touch on a turn, and it's poked away there by McKay. But it's going to be a throw in here to Nautsa'mawt, just inside the Altitude half. Ferreira sending this one forward to Taylor-Ryan. Back to Ferreira, who in turn plays it back to Taylor-Ryan. She's got a bit more space this time, but sends a ball into the box, looking for the head of Damien. Lewin out well though to collect that. Does so at the second attempt. In the 35th minute already of this one, it's flown by. Hope you're enjoying this at home. And the referee calling the rarely called thing. I thought he'd actually called it for Lewin holding it onto it for more than 6 seconds, which she certainly did. Instead, it's Damien that's been penalised for blocking Lewin trying to get the ball out. The cry from Nautsa'mawt was, if the Altitude keeper had played it in the allotted time, then that wouldn't have been an issue. Was all set to commend the referee there for calling the 6-second rule, which is something I would like to see called a lot more often. But now Nautsa'mawt have a chance to get something going. Taylor-Ryan. Nice ball forward here. They're keeping it alive. It's played into the back post to Steer, and it just takes a bobble off the grass, and Steer can't poke that in at the back post. These Nautsa'mawt players certainly not used to playing on grass or really training on grass, and this slope here at this Kinsmen Field and the bobbles on it will certainly cause players a few issues, and I think that is the main one that caused the problems for Steer there. Nautsa'mawt within inches there of taking the lead, but we are still goalless. Tarvis with the ball forward, taking a touch on Steer on the way through to Mitchell, but Mitchell collects it, plays it now to Morel. She's got Hooton to try and get past here. Morel dancing at the byline. Can't find a way past Hooton, and some good defensive play there from Hooton. But it's going to be out for an Altitude corner here on the far side. And it's going to be Avery Tillich over to take it. 27 minutes on the clock. Corner to Altitude. Tulloch, he feels she's going to have to play this one to the back of the box, which is where all the Altitude players currently are. Plays a dangerous one to the back post. Over the head, though, of Hughes Goyette. It's lofted back in by Rodriguez, but straight into the arms of Beckett. Easy for the Nautsa'mawt keeper to deal with, and quick distribution from her. Playing it up, looking for Tomei. Nautsa'mawt play another one forward. Well won, though, by Holly Tarvis, who's been outstanding in the back line for Altitude in the first half here. Now it's a chance here for Nautsa'mawt to break forward. Mia Panti, we haven't called her name much at all in this game. Out to Damien, who goes crashing to the turf there. Did well to throw herself over the challenge and the leg of Hughes Goyette to win the free kick. Was a foul, but Damien making sure she caught the referee's attention. Into the 39th minute here. Can Nautsa'mawt get the breakthrough? They've been knocking at the door, but they haven't got the answer so far. Tomei standing over this free kick. She's going to send an in-swinger into the far post. Dangerous ball in. Lowen doesn't fully connect with it, and Steer just heads that one over. I think it was Ferreira at the back post that got her head to that. Another close call for Nautsa'mawt, but unable to test Sarah Lowen. Although a lot of the game has been played in the Altitude half and in their final third, Nautsa'mawt really haven't managed to get shots on goal in the early going here. It's the ball played up, a loose one. Ferreira can't fully connect with that. She's closed down well, and a heavy coming together in the middle of the park there between Morel and Ferreira. That was a 50-50 for me. I'm not quite sure that was a free kick. Ferreira didn't really appeal for it, but it's going to go the way of Nautsa'mawt. Damien forced to take a turn, a touch back to Ferreira. Ferreira trying to get Damien to make the run to the left, and a beautiful ball there from Ferreira finds Damien. I think she knew she was offside and had left it there, and the flag went up. And it is going to get given as an offside and a free kick here to Altitude. In the last 5 minutes here, there will be some time added on. There's been a couple of injury stoppages. Kat Toney going off early in this one. Lewin can't fully connect in that one. It's picked off by Damien, poked forward by Tomei. And an Altitude foot temporarily clears the danger. Ahern inside to Tomei, back to Ahern, to Damien at the edge of the box. She makes space for the shot and sends one over the bar. Not really troubling the Altitude goal, but good movement there from Nautsa'mawt to get another shot on goal, just not on target. That's been the story of the first half here for the Point Grey side. Well chested down by Ferreira. She wins the rebound and tries to get a foot forward. Taylor Ryan not able to get onto that. Closing Sarah Lowen down here.
Sophia, don't worry about it. He's managing it. He warned him in the first 10 minutes.
Good hustle again from McFarlane. She's really been battling away out on that left side. She pokes this one forward for Mitchell. She's in a foot race here with Tyrer, who's forced to play it back to Beckett. A little bit of hesitation there from the Nautsa'mawt keeper, and it's picked off by McFarlane. Tried to poke that inside to Tulloch. Wins it back though, does get it to Tulloch in the end, who's forced back. Tyra with a header, knocking that one forward for Nautsa'mawt. None of her teammates up, and it's going to get a chance here for Nautsa'mawt to Altitude to send this one forward. It's got too much on it. That's asking a lot of Hughes Goyette to try and chase that one down. And good hustle there from Rodriguez. Pokes that ball free to Hughes Goyette. She's under attention of Steer. Still Hughes Goyette. Forced to play it back to Tarvis, and Hughes Goyette sent crashing to the ground by Steer. And I do wonder if that's going to be the first yellow card of the afternoon, or if it is just going to be a talking to from the referee. As I mentioned, we do know about the physical side of Danielle Steer. It's an aspect of the game, or her game, that I actually really love to see. And no card given, as you hear, much to the anger of the Altitude subs and the Altitude bench. Just a talking to for Danielle Steer. Tulloch sends a ball into the back post. It only finds the head of Tyra. And Nautsa'mawt just forced to clear that anywhere. Altitude started the half strong. They're finishing it strong here. Lewin, lovely ball forward onto the head though of Tyra, who clears it for Nautsa'mawt. Again, just poked forward, but no Nautsa'mawt players there as Gray plays it out. Just has too much on that. McFarlane can't bring that one down. It's going to be out for a throw into the visitors midway in their own half. Ahern gets that there, and a heavy touch on it knocks it out. Altitude will get this throw in as we're about to move into the last minute of regulation. We'll keep an eye on the fourth official to see how much time is going to get added on. Players hitting the deck left, right and centre here. Nautsa'mawt, a team used to winning and maybe not being put under the pressure that Altitude put them under on Saturday. You can really tell that they're smart and from dropping those 2 points at home. In a fierce battle just now with Unity and the Whitecaps for that first place and that number 1 seed for the playoffs. Altitude in a fierce battle for that 4th spot that they currently hold. 10 points to Altitude. If they can get another point from this would be a couple of massive points that they've taken against one of the favourites, you have to say, for that League One title this year. It's Nautsa'mawt now. Mia Panty sends a lovely ball into the head of Taylor Ryan. She does connect on it first time, but it's well played by Altitude, and the shot comes in and it's fired home, and we've got the opening goal. 10 seconds into stoppage time here. I think it came from the foot of Mia Panty. We'll just await for confirmation. I think it's Vanessa Tomei actually that tucked that one away for Altitude. And that is tough on Altitude. Nautsa'mawt there finding the opening goal 10 seconds into stoppage time. And it is actually Mia Panty that has been given the credit. My first thought was correct, then lost her in the mass of players. Nautsa'mawt going now to try and get a second. That one is going to run through though into the arms of Sarah Lewin. Talked about there was 15 different goal scorers for Nautsa'mawt so far this season. Make that 16 now from the foot of Mia Panty. Her first goal of the campaign. Can Altitude find an answer into stoppage time here? Did not see how much time was getting added on by the 4th official as I was trying to work out the goal scorer there. Have to feel it's going to be a good 4 or 5 minutes though from the 2 stoppages that we've had. This ball forward to Ahern. She pokes this one back looking for Tomei. Tomei gets it and she puts home the second for Nautsa'mawt. 2 minutes this time into first half stoppage time. Nautsa'mawt putting altitude to the sword in the dying embers of the first half. Lovely ball inside from Olivia Ahern. Vanessa Tomei did the rest. Nice touch from the outside of her foot, taking it past Sarah Lowen. It's 2-0 now to the visitors. Third goal of the season as well for Vanessa Tomei. First assist of the season coming up there for Olivia Ahern. What answer now do Altitude have? McKay plays it forward. This is so harsh on Altitude going in to the break. 2 goals down. They've been so much in this half. Nautsa'mawt certainly have shaded it, and not any more time added on. Just over 3 minutes in the end added on by the referee. And Nautsa'mawt going in at the break. 2 goals to the good. They have shaded the play in the first half. Deserve to be going in 2 goals ahead. Tougher Altitude though to give up 2 goals in stoppage time. Just a little bit of defensive lapses there on the second goal. First one coming a minute into stoppage time from, we think, Mia Panti. We'll get confirmation of that. The second one at the foot of Vanessa Tomei. And we go in at the break. It's Nautsa'mawt 2, Altitude 0. A lot to do for the North Shore side in the second half. Can they do it? Stay tuned and find out. And we're off for the second half of this one at Kinsmen Field, North Vancouver. The visitors, Nautsa'mawt FC, leading Altitude 2 goals to 0. 2 late goals in first half stoppage time, doing the damage for the Point Grey side. Mia Panti finishing off with aplomb 1 minute into stoppage time. A minute later, Vanessa Tomei getting a lovely through ball from Olivia Ahern, finished it into the back of the net with the outside of her foot. That gives Nautsa'mawt the 2-0 lead. Those goals as well set a new record in League 1 BC, the most goals in a League 1 BC season. Varsity, as Nautsa'mawt had the moniker of last year, already had that record with 31 goals from the inaugural 2022 campaign, and now Nautsa'mawt have put 33 goals up this season in League 1 BC action, a new record, and still a lot of games left to play in this one for the UBC based side. This is the 8th game of their season, the second half of their season underway, so you can only imagine how many more goals they're going to put up and set that record by the end of the year. The big news from the first half though was the injury to their leading scorer, Kat Toney. 10 goals on the season for the UBC Thunderbird striker. Left early in the first half, away to hospital. They're checking to see exactly the extent of the injury. It looks like it is on her ankle. So we wish Kat all the very best, and hopefully it turns out to be more just a sprain or ligaments and not a worst case scenario of a broken ankle. That would be devastating for Nautsa'mawt, devastating for UBC, with the Canada West College season getting set to get underway at the end of August. For now though, they have to turn their attention to the players that they do have, and they're wanting to consolidate on that 2-0 lead. You know for a fact though that Altitude's going to come out all guns blazing in this half as the ball played forward to McFarlane. She's playing a more advanced role in this half. The ball played back to Lewin. She'll get her foot in that and send it up, looking to try and get that to Jade Mitchell, but too much on that. Takes a bounce and carries out of play. It's Nautsa'mawt now. Breaking forward. Sophie Damien poking the ball outside to the Vanessa Tomei, the scorer of the second goal. Tries to cut inside, still Tomei. An important foot in there though from Lauren Gray, gets that one away. That's Tulloch now. Twisting, turning, forced to play it back to Lewin.
Let's go. Attack the
She'll
ball.
clear that up, looking for McFarlane. Mia Panti, the scorer of that first goal, poking that one out. It's going to be a throw into Altitude, just inside their own half. It was a heartbreaking way to end the half for Altitude. They'd started the first half strong, they were finishing it strong. Nautsa'mawt, though, certainly were the better team, had carved out a number of chances without really threatening Sarah Lewin's goal. But that's how dangerous this team are. They can just get one look on goal as Tomei now bears in on goal. She's got Shostak ahead of her, gets across or shot in at the near post, which Lewin takes at the second attempt. 16 different goal scorers now for Nautsa'mawt over the course of the season. Phenomenal stuff from Jessie Simon's side as they look to consolidate first place in the League 1BC standings and try and get that number 1 seed for the playoffs. Unbeaten on the year, 5 wins and 2 draws to show for their 17 points. Altitude currently sitting on 4th. They've got 3 wins, 1 draw and 2 defeats on their record right now. 2 big games coming up for Altitude after this one as well. A home and away series with TSS Rovers. And the way that the standings have kind of shaped out this season and the way that the season's really played out, you have to say it kind of looks like it could be a battle between Altitude and TSS to claim that 4th and final playoff spot, with Nautsa'mawt, Unity and the Whitecaps looking all but assured to have the top 3 positions. It's just in what order now that they will have that. How much of a factor will Kat Tolnay's injury play into this as well for Nautsa'mawt going forward? They do have Danielle Steer though back from her stint over in Australia on A-League duty. Played in the Liberty A-League Championship game with Western United. Two goals and 2 assists for Danny from her 12 games down under. That's Jade Taylor-Ryan. A lot is going to be expected of her in the college season for UBC, and you feel a lot's going to be asked of her now for the remainder of this League 1BC season. Talented striker, Vanessa Tomei as well. Dangerous winger, cuts inside, and that looked like it came off a hand, and it did indeed. And it's going to be a penalty to Nautsa'mawt and a yellow card for Billy Shostak. Can be no complaints about that one. Clear arm out there from Tomei's shot. And Nautsa'mawt have a chance to make it 3-0. And it's going to be the aforementioned Jade Taylor-Ryan that's going to step up to take this one. Taylor-Ryan against Sarah Lewin here. Ryan has such a clinical finish. 8 goals for the Thunderbirds, averaging 1 every 2 games. This is for her 3rd of the season for Nautsa'mawt. Taylor-Ryan steps up, sends Lewin the wrong way, nestles into the bottom corner, and it's Nautsa'mawt 3, Altitude 0 in the 52nd minute here at Kinsmen Field. Great finish by Taylor-Ryan, her 3rd of the season. And that surely puts the game to bed now for Nautsa'mawt. For Altitude though, they want to try and keep that score down because goal difference could prove crucial, as could goals for come the end of the season. So you know that they're going to keep it pushing all the way to the very end here. I have to give a lot of credit to Vanessa Tomei as well for winning that penalty. Really putting Shostak to the sword out there as another UBC player goes down in a heap. I think it could be Sophia Ferrer again. She was down getting treatment in the first half. Such a key player to Nautsa'mawt and to UBC. In fact, it is Sophia Ferreira, Portuguese under-23 international. such a talented player, such a bright future ahead of her. Looking forward to calling her games for another season in Canada West up at UBC. The bulk of this Nautsa'mawt side are UBC Thunderbirds players. But then what Jessie Simons does so well with this side is just add to that with key pieces, the likes of bringing Danielle Steer back, having the likes of Holly Ward, Mia Pante coming in from NCAA schools. Much different outcome this so far to the game between these two teams at the weekend. Nautsa'mawt Altitude rallied well on that one. Can they do the same again? Olivia Hearn. Nice little passing triangles there. And one of the reasons that you find Jessie Simons is able to recruit so well is just the relationships he's built with a number of these players over the years. He was with the Whitecaps before. They know you get a really good competitive training as well up at Nautsa'mawt. And now here's a chance for Hughes Goyette. Storming forward there, but unable to get much done there. But well won back there by Lily McFarlane. She's got Hughes Goyette up ahead. Just a loose one there from McFarlane, and the danger is clear, but the action is going to be called back for another injury, this time to Emma Houghton. And the trainer's going to come on here for Nautsa'mawt. Should note as well, there was a substitution for Altitude at half-time. Ali Hughes Goyette coming on, the number 9. Both teams will take this opportunity for a water break. Have to wonder as well how much this pitch is playing into some of these injuries for the Nautsa'mawt players. It is a very bobbly pitch at the best of times. There's some really damp areas on the pitch as well. Hopefully nothing too serious for Emma Houghton. About to go into her 3rd year at UBC. And it looks to be Houghton's left shoulder that they're kind of doing the work on just now and having a look at. This would be a terrible blow for Nautsa'mawt as well as UBC if there's anything really bad in this for Houghton. Emma Houghton getting helped off here. Already got Kat Toney on her way to the hospital. Don't want Emma Houghton to join her. Looks in a lot of pain though as she comes off. As Nautsa'mawt will make a substitution. Sophia Peckinpah coming on for Nautsa'mawt. As Emma Houghton getting attention, getting an ice pack put on that shoulder. Wish her all the very best. Hopefully nothing that's going to keep her out for too long. Want to see her back on the pitch, in particular for UBC this coming season. Certainly a very hard pitch out there at Kinsmen, and do you wonder if it's just the way that she fell, just awkwardly? There's no malice in either of the two challenges that's led to the injuries this afternoon. I wonder if that will disrupt Nautsa'mawt's rhythm at all, or will it give Altitude the spark that they need to get back into it? Steer plays it out to Ahern now. Ahern sends a one into the back post, just has too much on that over the head of Taylor Ryan. But Taylor Ryan able to keep this one in. Turns, sends a lovely ball in the box, and Steer pushed over there. Referee waving away the penalty shouts. I thought there was a very good call for a penalty there. Flow of the game just kind of dipped a little bit since that injury to Houghton, but Altitude certainly have to look lively and try and get back in here. It could all be about goal difference, could be all about goals for, as I said, when we get down into shaking it out come the end of July. Top 4 teams in League 1 BC, as a reminder, make it to the post-season in both the men and the women's division. Right now, Altitude holding on to that cherished 4th and final playoff spot, with 2 huge games coming up against TSS as well. You have to wonder how much that point that they took at Thunderbird on Saturday against Nautsa'mawt could play into things come the end of the season. That could prove to be absolutely massive for the North Shore side. Damien brings this one down. Turns away, plays it inside to Peckinpah. Damien gets it back, sends it up the left wing, but that's too much to ask for Danielle Steer. We saw the two of them, of course, link up so many times in Canada West over the past 4 or 5 years. As Ferreira sends a lovely long throw there for Steer to chase down. McKay battling away, can't stop that one from going out though, and it's going to be a throw into Nautsa'mawt midway in the Altitude half. Ferreira will be on those throw-in duties again. Long throw again from Ferreira, flicked on by Steer, it's bouncing about. Lewin has to be out quick to deal with that, and she picks the loose ball up fairly easily. And she's going to roll this one out, but right away Tomei closing down so fast and forcing the ball just to get hit anywhere up the field, as the ball now poked through here for Hughes Goyette to kind of bear down on goal, but Dakota Beckett quickly off her line there for Nautsa'mawt to smother any danger. Tyra now will look to send this one long. Sends that for Tomei to try and close down. Doesn't quite hold up, but Lewin not taking any chances and just kicking that one out for what is going to be a throw-in very deep now in the Altitude half for the visitors. It's going to be Mia Panti over to take it. The scorer of the first goal, minute into first half stoppage time. A wild flash at that one there from Ferreira, just flies over the Altitude bar.
Hey guys, let's go!
Nice little turn there by Shosta. Actually placed this one forward for Hughes Goyette to close down. First time effort from Hughes Goyette. She knew she was getting closed down very fast there from Andrea Kreitzer. Tried something spectacular. got it on goal, but you're not going to beat Dakota Beckett from there with a shot like that. Not much else you could really do though. Ali Hughes-Goyette getting that equalising goal for Altitude on Saturday that earned them what could be that crucial point in the 1-1 draw. Coming on at half-time for her sister Ali, who ran her sister Aurora, who ran herself into the ground. Altitude keeping the pressure on here. Nice play there from Jade Mitchell. Still Mitchell with the ball. Twisting and turning away from this presence by Nautsa'mawt. Rodriguez gives it back now to Mitchell. She'll send it up the right wing. Just too much on that. Hughes-Goyette couldn't keep that one in. That's more like it though from Altitude, and we're going to get another Altitude substitution here as we are about to hit the 64th minute mark. Luli McFarlane making way and coming on as Claire Slate-Lou, the number 17. Good shift from Luli McFarlane. She was so tenacious in that first half. In fact, I would say the two standout players for Altitude in that first half, Luli McFarlane and Aurora Hughes-Goyette. I think they probably ran themselves into the ground in this heat, and that is maybe what has forced these substitutions by Fally Bass.
Let's go, Maya, you gotta be moving.
Slate-Lou into the action right away. Kreitzer, just a loose foot there from Maya Morel, and now possibly another injury here as Kreitzer goes down. I think this time though it is just cramp, and in this heat, depending on the water and the isotonic drinks that they've taken on, it might not be enough for some of these players. They might want to be hydrating a little bit more. Sound as if I know what I'm talking about. I've no idea. I just like the fact that I'm in the shade here and away from all the heat. Jade Mitchell over, chatting to Fally Bass on the Altitude bench just now. He's giving her some instructions, something that he's maybe seen to start this second half to get her more involved. As Tyrer sends this free kick into the back of the box. It's bouncing about. Ferreira flashes one narrowly over there. Apologies, was not Ferreira.
Let's go, guys, first two, let's go.
The loose ball now picked up by Peckinpah. Played it into Tomney, who tried to play it back there for Kreitzer, who has shown no ill effects from her cramp. It's Kreitzer on the ball just now at the edge of the box, fires one low, just past the left post. Nautsa'mawt again moving the ball around so well out there. Hughes-Goyette battling away. Sent up the line for Steer to chase down. She's in a foot race here with Lauren Gray, and Gray does well to get back and poke that one away.
That's the yellow. The second time.
As this time it's the Altitude player that comes off worse for wear, with Gray down in a heap. Janica Sanga is on for Nautsa'mawt, the number 29.
time for her. She can do whatever she wants. Nothing. Not the first time. Second time. She did.
It is her second time.
It's always the last time. Yeah, but the first time. And this time again.
Both teams are going to use this to take another water break as the injury to Lauren Gray seems a little bit more serious than maybe it first looked.
It's like on her ankle, but not her like calf. Like I think it's just like cramped really quick. It's not cramping, but I think like her muscles just
Gray making her way off the field there after treatment. Looks like she's going to be good to continue. Certainly going to be a lot of time getting added on to this one. And Gray does come back on for Altitude as the game gets underway. Maya Morel sends it forward, well cut out though by Olivia Ahern. She plays that out to Ferreira. Taylor Ryan now. Cuts inside, sends a dangerous one into the box, looking there for Danielle Steer, but well cut out by Altitude. And they've got a chance to break forward here. Long ball here for Mitchell. Beck is far out of her goal, and hesitation there from Jade Mitchell. You felt if she had just taken a little touch there and knocked it past the keeper, she could have rounded her, been in on goal, or the very worst would have been clattered and would have probably been looking at a red card for the Nautsa'mawt keeper. Mitchell just 16. These are the kind of things I guess that she needs to learn to not shirk away from a potential challenge like that. Full credit though to Dakota Beckett, who came flying fast out of her goal there, dealing with the danger. As Morel plays it back, Altitude I think are going to end up switching it here. Rodriguez picks up the loose ball, sends that one forward, looking to try and play in Hughes Goyette. Well cut out though by Nautsa'mawt, who now quickly break up the left side themselves here. Taylor Ryan, little touch and tries to cut inside. And Altitude poke that away off the Nautsa'mawt player, and then it's going to be a throw in for them just inside their own half. Can they get back into this one? As we're going to see a double substitution here coming up for Nautsa'mawt. Making way is number 44. Olivia Hearn coming on. Sophia Peckinpah, who I thought had come on initially, because I've got to say, these numbers on the Nautsa'mawt thing, it makes it a little bit difficult for me to work out. What I thought was 22 earlier turned out to be 29. Also coming on though for Nautsa'mawt is the number 27, Penelope Sparrow. Sparrow taking a role up front by the looks of it. Peckinpah more slotting into possibly a defensive role. Looks like she's taken over from Olivia Hearn as right back. Altitude now with a free kick inside their own half. Sending this forward, takes a bounce for Mitchell. She lets it bounce. Flag up quickly though by the far side linesman. That was one you felt Mitchell had to kind of hit first time there. Wouldn't have mattered anyway, she was offside. This is the kind of pitch you let this ball bounce and you just do not know what you're getting off it. It's rock hard out there in places today. Altitude as well, playing down the slope in the second half here. As Tyler over to take the throw in for Nautsa'mawt, just inside her own half. Wearing that strapping on her left thigh. Shostak battling away there, wins the ball, comes away with the ball, plays it forward to Morel. Slate Lou forced to play it back to Morel. And now Altitude forced to play it back to Lewin. It's just still the high press here from Nautsa'mawt as that ball takes was maybe a favourable bounce there for Mitchell. Run out of play there by Peckinpah. In this 76th minute here, time running out for Altitude to try and launch a stirring comeback. It would be some comeback to come back from 3 goals down. As Mitchell gets sent down the heap and wins a free kick for her side. About midway into the Nautsa'mawt half. Niapante, the one-woman wall here. As Shostak with the dummy. Tulloch then sends it into the box. Flicked away there by Kreitzer. And now Altitude will pick up that loose ball and keep the danger alive. Nice little turn inside and it's going to be another free kick. The referee still keeping his cards in his pockets here. Ali Hughes-Goyette winning the free kick there. I think it was Sophie Damien with the challenge.
Sophie, manage that space, guys!
It's a 2-woman wall now for Nautsa'mawt. If Altitude can get a goal here, it's certainly going to give them some hope. Free kick lofted into the box, not really to anyone in particular, but it's bouncing around. Rodriguez tries to come away with the ball, sends one across the face of the goal. Think it took a deflection off someone or the woodwork on the way through with the angle that it took. But Altitude keeping the pressure on here. And that's a loose one there by Gray. So by Tarvis. In fact, by Shostak. I'll get it right in the end. As Tomei now playing quite a deeper role and over on the left side and the ball running through. Lewin quick off her line to collect that as Steer tried to put her under pressure. A loose giveaway there by Altitude. No harm done though in the end as the ball played up by Gray, comes straight back to her. She'll play it inside to Slate Lou. She pokes this one forward for Mitchell to try and show her pace. She's in a good foot race here with Tyra. Shoulder to shoulder challenge, and Tyra wins that one and gets the ball up, but it's going to be out for an altitude throw in midway in their own half here. As we're going to get another sub coming up here for altitude. Lauren Gray making way. You have to feel after the effects where she got treatment there. Coming on for altitude, the number 14 Ashley Stewart. 19-year-old central midfielder mostly. Had 2 years at the University of Dayton Flyers. Ashley comes from a football family. Her mum played with the Canadian women's national team. As Morel sends that one in, looking to try and play in Hughes Goyette. But it's just going to run through to Dakota Beckett.
Keep breaking lines, okay? That's your job. When you can, break them behind. Even when the ball's on the left, you can run between 6 and 23. Inside more, inside more.
Peckinpah calling for the ball, gets the ball, and acres of room out here on the right hand side. Can't quite bring it down, and it's won back by Slate Lou for altitude. Morel, little touch inside to Stewart. She in turn plays it out wide to Shostak. Tries to play that through for Mitchell, didn't quite get the direction on it. Peckinpah wins it back. Damien battling away. Damien and Rodriguez. Rodriguez wins that one, but can only knock it out for a throw into Nautsa'mawt midway in their own half. Into the 80th minute here. Tyra looking for some movement. Tries to play it up the line, but Sparrow unable to make the movement towards that one. Nautsa'mawt slowly but surely working their way up this right wing. This time though, Rodriguez has a chance to clear. It's flicked forward for Mitchell to try and be in a foot race now with Kreitzer. Nice little touch and turn back though from Kreitzer to disarm the danger there. And Tyre manages to get that up the field under the attention of Hughes Goyette. No one able to bring the ball down in the middle of the field here. Altitude finally do with Slate Lee. And she gets it back again just now. Tyra though, as she's been so often this afternoon, with the foot to break up that altitude attack. Slate Lou tried to play it outside, just directs that out of bounds. Can certainly start to really smell the smoke here in North Vancouver, coming in across the mountains. Hazy conditions out there this afternoon for these players, hot conditions as well. A little bit of a breeze though that makes things a little bit better, but not by too much. Tyra plays that forward to Steer. She takes a touch, turn, plays it out to Peckinpah. Still Peckinpah, just overruns that though, but the loose ball comes and is picked up by Steer. She plays it back to Damien. Steer twisting, thrown to the ground there by Slate Lou, and it's going to be Altitude that come away with it. Morel. Sparrow takes that one off her foot and the ball forward to Steer. Almost in slow motion there for Nautsa'mawt as Morel, the latest player to be down in a heap and possibly needing treatment out there. It's not been a dirty game. It has been physical at times, but certainly a number of players feeling the ills of tackles in this one.
Jake, what's the number? What's Maya's number? The number.
It was 9. Do you want to do it all in one?
9? No, 9 is 90.
19.
Thank you.
Looks like it is just a bit of cramp for Ali Hughes-Goyette. Hughes-Goyette making her way to the sideline. She'll be good to continue here, as there's going to be another substitution coming up for Altitude. There's a little bit of confusion at the moment on the sideline.
It's done. You've already done it. You can't change it.
Confusion seems to reign all round here, because Lily McFarlane has come back on, and she had been substituted off earlier. Yeah, and that's Lily coming back off there. There's going to be Selena Ali coming on instead. I think we're finally getting to the bottom of this. Andrea Kreitzer and Anna Janica Sanga making way for Nautsa'mawt. Coming on for Nautsa'mawt is number 15. Sophie Hill, the defender, coming on, the number 15. Ball bouncing about, played. Sparrow plays it to Pick and Paw, but Pick and Paw is in an offside position. The flag up very quickly there. Also coming on for Nautsa'mawt, number 12, Victoria Marchand. Mia Morel making way for Altitude. Another sub as well, Altitude's trying to make. Number 20, Raina Smith, is going to be coming on when she gets a chance for Billy Shostak. Confusion reigning all round at the moment on the sidelines, but the game is getting underway, and it's going to be a free kick to Altitude just inside their own half here. Tulloch now. Played back to Tarvis, and the ball given away by Altitude, and now Nautsa'mawt's got a chance to break. Ball play through in the middle to Penelope Sparrow. Her first touch kind of let her down, and she took it away from the danger there, and Altitude's got a chance now to break. And Jade Mitchell in another foot race here with Tyra, and Mitchell wins this one, and she gets past Tyra into the box, has to check back though. Looking for a bit of support, and good tracking back there by Sophie Damien to break that play up. Peckinpah sends this one up high. It's brought down though by Altitude. Slate Lou picks up the loose ball. Inside to Ali, back to Slate Lou. She chips that forward, doesn't fully connect on it, and it's going to allow Nautsa'mawt to clear the danger. Stewart now plays this out to Slate Lou, and that just has too much on it. It's going to be a throw in to Nautsa'mawt. Tyler over to take this again. Tyra sends it up looking for Sparrow, just eludes her a little bit, and it's Altitude to pick it up. Tulloch plays that forward. Headed away by Tammy, who's playing such a deep role now for Nautsa'mawt. Mitchell gets the loose ball, tries to get past Peckinpah. Peckinpah gets the better of her though, and manages to get the ball up the field. Nice little flick and turn to her outside there by Sparrow, but just carries the ball out. It's going to be a throw in now for Altitude. We're into the last minute of regulation here. You can be sure there's going to be a wheen of time getting added on though. A steer just caught offside. Rodriguez retrieves the ball and she's going to take a free kick for Altitude just inside their own half here. Ali plays it back to Mitchell. Stewart back outside to Ali. Good play by Ali as she forces her way into the box, but Nautsa'mawt come away with it, and Peckinpah with a big clearance up front. Not really to anyone in particular, but it did get rid of the danger for Nautsa'mawt. Steer tussling away there with Rodriguez, who has to play it back to her keeper. As Taylor Ryan picks up a yellow card there for very heavy challenge. Another player down in a heap on the turf. Holly Tarvis up, none the worse from that challenge, and Altitude will get onto it. Can they get a consolation goal at least? As I've talked about, goal difference could be huge when it comes to the shaking down of the playoff spots come the end of the season. That point that they got on Saturday could also factor huge in that as well, as it's Peckinpah again. Nice little 1-2 with Markson, didn't quite come off in the end. Steer trying to get on that important ball. The loose ball is fumbled by Lowen, but she manages to recover. Parried away a little bit there, and it looked like Sparrow was possibly going to fire home a fourth for Nautsa'mawt. So we're well into time added on here. Referee hasn't indicated how, or the fourth official hasn't indicated how much time it is, because Altitude's been waiting to make a substitution for ages. Mitchell pokes that past Peckinpah. She's still got pace in those young legs of hers. But it's Peckinpah that manages to clear it. Up to Sophie Damien. And Sparrow just can't get the control of that, but does win her side a throw-in about the halfway line, as the substitution will finally be made now, and it's Avery Tulloch making way for Taya Shocker. I think ahead there's going to be 8 minutes of time added on in total here, possibly even another one as well. as Tyler sends that one forward. And it's going to be a free kick to Altitude. I think a little push in the back there. Slate Lou sends that one forward. It's nearly flicked on by Hughes Goyette. Finds a Nautsa'mawt head instead. A Shocker battling away in the middle of the park. Shocker forced to play that back, and now it's out to Slate Lou, who'll send us up the left wing for Mitchell again to try and show some running. Great play by Ali Hughes Goyette, who ran in, but the flag up. I wondered how she got there so quickly. It's because she was in an offside position. Altitude have battled hard this afternoon. You'd like to see them get rewarded with a goal for their efforts. 2 good performances against what you have to say is probably the favourites to win the League 1 BC Championship this season. Long ball forward now. Chance for Altitude to close that down, but the ball just runs out. Raina Smith unable to bring that one down. It's a long ball forward there from Nautsa'mawt. And the referee blowing, I think, a little early. The Altitude bench thought it was 8 minutes, certainly hasn't been that. But there is the final whistle here at Kinsmen Field, and it finishes Altitude 0, Nautsa'mawt 3. Very confident performance by the Point Grey side. 2 goals in first half stoppage time really did the damage in this one. Mia Panty got a loose ball that came back off Jade Taylor-Ryan in the first minute of first half stoppage time. A minute later, Vanessa Tomei, with her 3rd of the season, getting a lovely through ball from Olivia Ahern. She finished with aplomb. 52nd minute, it was a penalty kick from Jade Taylor-Ryan to do the damage. It finishes 3-0, a history-making match as well, as Nautsa'mawt set the record for the most goals in a League 1 BC season in the women's division, and they've still got 6 games to go. For Altitude, they now face a crucial double-header home and away with TSS Rovers. That is the featured game this coming Sunday at Swangard Stadium. Gideon Hill will have the call for that. I'll be back for the rematch here at Kinsmen Field the following weekend. Until then, catch all the action on the League 1 BC website. We'll be back soon for the men's match.